morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Today's video is featuring you know who. Goodall, calm. Good boy. Good boy. This boy, yes, Goodall. As you know, this is my pup. He is 4 months old. He is a petite golden doodle. Calm. Calm. And quite rowdy this morning. Calm. Good boy. Good boy. And every Saturday and every Wednesday he gets his bath. Now, today's video is going to be all about tips for bathing your puppy to help ease them into the process. Now, keep in mind, I am not a dog trainer. I am not a dog behavioralist. I am applying principles that I use from my early intervention work, which is with kids 0 to 3 years old. And of course, each is different. Dog and human is different. But the idea of integrating your dog into the environment, having them feel safe and comfortable, and also animals have sensory needs as well, just like kids. So I apply some of those principles, and I'm finding that they have helped a lot in transitioning him from absolutely being scared of water to being okay in the water. And no, it does take patience, and it takes some creative thinking, which I'll explain why there's a whole bunch of stuff in there in a little bit. So again, this is OT Lifehacker, and these principles, these strategies, take them as you will, because every dog is unique, right? Yep. Every dog is unique, and of course, you may think like, oh, I don't know if that'll work for my dog. You can try it, see if it works, or you can just take these as you will. So, the first tip that I have is, of course, the very ultimate tip is having your animal be comfortable and trusting of you. You are going to be their strongest asset. They trust you, and it'll show even when you're giving them a bath. When you give them a bath, if they know that they can trust you, that you're not going to harm them, they'll be more at ease. So building that strong bond, not just in the bathtub, in the daily life of, consistent feeding, consistent care, and meeting their needs, all of that is going to be very important. And then 2 is, what is that? You asked. So I am exposing him to the bath, not just during his bath time, but when I do his cleaning, when I clean him at the end of the day. So I give him baths, as I mentioned, on Wednesdays and Saturdays, but I also clean him every day. After he goes outside, he gets cleaned. So I use wipes, and I make sure that while it's easy to clean him right at the front of the house, or just before he gets inside, I make sure to take him into the bath, and give him treats when he sits, when he behaves, when he does his other training in there. I make sure that I reward him. And again, that's creating a comfortable, safe environment in his bathtub. Not just for bath time, but for other needs as well. Because you're almost creating memories that are not just, this is a place where you take a bath and get scared of the water and it's dramatic and all that. No, you're making this a safe place for him by rewarding him with treats, doing some of the training, and the training in there also helps him to regulate. So yes, training can help for regulating your animal, and of course for me with the kids I work with, because you are teaching them, giving them structure, and structure can help calm them. Because if you put them in there and you're just like, okay, you're gonna stay there for a little bit, they're like, what the heck am I supposed to do in here? And they may go wild and start feeling very anxious. So you give some structure so they know, like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to do this, and then of course you give them the reward. And I also mentioned number 3 is schedule. So schedule of bath time. I make sure that every Saturday and Wednesday he gets his bath. And sure, there may be times where you're like, oh shoot, it really doesn't work out. And sometimes it can be too late at night where I feel that might not be a good idea to give him a bath so late at night, especially in the beginning when you're working on helping him calm down. Because if you give him a bath late at night and there's no lights and it's really cold, the water, because I use a water hose, as you can see there, I use a water hose, so it can get very cold. So in those cases, I'm like, okay, I will need to wait till the next morning where he can see and the water is warmer. And 4 is helping to make sure that he is going to be calm as you can for bath. So that means making sure he gets his walk, again, the scheduled, consistent activities, gets his walk, gets his ball play, you know, fetch and bring, and gets all that energy out so that he is tired and more calm inside here. And it's very important that in the beginning, when you're trying to get him acclimated to the bathtub, if possible, make sure he's as calm as you can. Make sure he's as tired as he could be. Because then he'll be more calm. And then 5 is to really have that strategy work well. For me, I found that you have to make sure, again, it's a good environment. So the water is not too cold, you don't traumatize him with a full blasting hose on him. And you may see that my hose, it doesn't have a nozzle on it, which I actually would recommend because you can control the water and you can make it fun for him or her. Have it mist. Your animal will probably like the mist because it's not as harsh as if it's like the rain style or whatever the other styles are called. I can't think of it right now. If you know it, you can write in the comments below. And then I also want to reinforce that, remember, it's very important to let them interact with the water in other ways. So not just for bath time, but even just water play. And as I mentioned, that when I wash all of this, and for reasons, why I wash all of this is so that he can see I'm using this for other purposes and he can play with the water as I'm washing. All right, so I think that's all the tips I can think of right now. And again, I'm gonna emphasize, try to make it nice and calm inside. Good, calm, calm. Good boy, calm, calm. Try to make it calm inside here with appropriate temperature, controlling the nozzle if you can, or controlling the water, and even having just the hose on for a little bit before you put it on him. For me, what I'm doing right now, good point, what I'm doing right now is I am letting the water run for a little bit, and then meanwhile, I am putting the shampoo on him so that he can feel the shampoo and some water on and easing him into it as, like, you know, warm up. And then I give him the full blast. No, just kidding. And then I start off at his tail, put a little water on. Then I start off closer to his body, give him a break. And then I put the water, give him a break means like taking the water away and just petting him, scrubbing him, giving him treats, and then putting the water back on. And the head is the last part, and immediately I transition to towel. As well as giving him a treat and then the towel. So those are some strategies that I use. If you have other strategies that you'd love to share with us, please do in the comments below, because the reason that I'm making this video to share with you all is tips that I found really helpful, which is through my early intervention work with kids, and that maybe others may find helpful and would like to add on to that. So please do so. And I hope you like this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and share with others. And if you do like it, please make sure you write in the comments below that you'd like more videos on ways that I train him, such as like the calming one that you saw earlier, where if he's biting and nipping a lot, I'll use a calming strategy with him and he'll stop. So if you want more tips on anything else, that I do with my doggy right here. Hi, Goodall. Let me know. Bye, guys.